Good evening and a very well welcome to our Friday show. I'm back in the studio this week after a lovely half term with family. Mal has obviously been here throughout the week doing his own shows, but like we say, we're back. I'm going to just talk.
I'm being busy, Dan.
Yeah, we are very busy. We will disclose more information in due course.
Yes.
And we'll hopefully get everyone switched on and tuned in.
That's it, and I'm sure we'll get everyone switched on and tuned in because it's back to the weekend again.
It is.
Wow, the flying over, crashing football is back, plus the Premier League, which we'll discuss a little bit more on the Premier League, because there's not too much for Everton to discuss at the moment, is there?
There is. We've got an away game. Yes.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I think it's a tough one.
Midweek in the week.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah. What are the midweek games?
Tuesday night we've got Burnley.
I don't think we have. Is it Champions League football? Oh,
no, the Champions League was this week.
Yes, Champions League's all today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is for the last 16.
All nine English clubs are in Europe for the knockout stages. Did you know that?
Yes. And it's going to be tough.
It will.
It's
a very strange one. They've never seen that happen before.
And what we'll say is, may the best team win. Come on, Liverpool. Happy days. Anyway, Dan...
He never fails, does he?
Dan wants to tell you, you know, he's come in, he's been surprised, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah.
We've been talking for how long, weeks and weeks, about the way the studio,
A couple of months, probably.
Yes.
Since
before
Christmas.
And it's taken a lot of time, hasn't it? But that's not through our fault. You've got to wait for things, you've got to get right things, you've got to get correct things. And today Dan has witnessed something which he's faced looked at it and
jaw dropped.
Your jaw, yeah. And that's, honestly, Dan, tell him, not too much. But
let's just say there's some adapting in the studio. That's to sum it all up. New beginnings, and obviously continuing our old ones too. My role, a part of DXTL, is also stepping up, and we're looking to get more and more people to come into the studio with what we have going on behind the scenes.
And we do have a lot lined up.
Behind the scenes.
Yes, in our DXTL
tech room.
Honestly, it's just amazing. We're on the finishing stages of it now. We can't wait. We've got our tech expert coming in to set up the cameras. No, he's going to set up the cameras. Dan takes over then, and he's going to tell us which way. He'll give us Dan's working there as well. So I can't wait, because the two of us are excited actually.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's going to be a podcast studio like ours, really, is there?
No, definitely not locally either, because we're a very unique one, like you say. We're a non-profit organisation.
Yes.
And whatever we're doing here now is only for future plans, because we want to step up our game even more so from where we are at now. Obviously, we've also got some other stuff going on, not inside the studio, obviously outside the studio work. Working with, obviously, PGMOL, obviously we're doing that for our Respect Awareness weekends this season.
And the PFA.
And the PFA, yeah. So we've got our FA Virtual Trophy Cup final, obviously the Merseyside Derby, and obviously another round of Premier League fixtures. So that's obviously outside the office based, and obviously inside the office we're looking to phase 2 of the young commentators, hopefully.
Yes, and that will be brilliant, giving the kids a voice, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. And their thoughts and feelings on obviously topics to do with sport, obviously how they feel about obviously referee abuse, like what we've done. We obviously started off with the 5 on Kids voice box, and hopefully we can continue that legacy. And
Jayden will be back as well, won't he? Because he's just waiting. He injured his shoulder, but he's looking very, very good on his wrestling, isn't it?
He is.
So what's it? Do you know his
JMacPW, I think.
Have a little look on that on Instagram, because
J_Mac_PW, I believe.
He's on the wrestling.
Well.
So what he's done, he's gone out wrestling. Dan's gone out to referee, and if anyone crosses Dan, Jayden's involved then with the wrestling.
Yeah, he'll wrestle all the way.
You know, it works around about ways, doesn't it? You know, and that's what it is. Protection all around. But it's brilliant. And Dan will be on board, and as Jayden will be on board, and as Dan just said there, young commentators, second phase, and Jayden and Dan will be able to give a massive input as what you've gone on, what you've learned, what you've developed, and it's going to be even better.
Yeah. Rule number 1, miles of wind up.
There you go. And that's what they'll say, yeah, take no notice, because you know what will happen there. But I can't wait, I'm excited, because we know, Dan's the only one who knows basically how we're going to work this. And any guests coming in as well, they're going to be over the moon. they're going to be excited over it, and we, as I said, we have.
And if you do have any questions on it, feel free to email myself now. So I have got an email address for Don't Cross the Line, which is dan.admin@don'txtheline.com. So anything to do with any questions you want to ask, feel free to info myself, obviously mal@don'txtheline.com as well. And obviously Mal's put me in charge of our ref plan for this upcoming year. So like you say, grassroots teams all around, nationwide, all within the UK. We want to show respect, encouragement and friendship. So that's our ref plan for this year. Email them in. Like you say, any questions go to that, please email dan.admin@don'txtheline.com. Also mal@don'txtheline.com, just in case I don't see them with college work or anything like that. But we're looking very far ahead in the future, aren't we?
Oh yes, I'd say we are really, honestly. It's just unbelievable what the plans are in the future, and as Dan was saying before, we're working with the PFA, the Premier League, Liverpool, Everton.
Yeah.
Dan's got a little idea.
Bit of a cheeky one.
Little cheeky idea, and if it works, honestly, the publicity...
You'll be the first to know
and
if it works.
Dan's come up with the idea, and I just think it's an absolutely unbelievable one. So I'll be fine now today. I will send the message today, and let's hope for positive feedback, and if it happens, you'll be first to know. And I think, well, Dan will be first to know because he'll be so excited. But what an idea, honestly, and I'm sorry I didn't come up with it before, because I think it's just explains all about respect, doesn't it, if this happens?
Yeah.
And it could happen in the future, whereas...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we could...
Because you don't see this happen many often. You see it happen with the teams, but nothing to do with the referees.
No, and fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed it pays off, and because it's looking to be the one I'm looking for what we're looking to be is across our Respect Awareness weekend.
Yes.
So if we don't find out before then, you will find out over those weekends if you are tuning in to football in the Premier League, the FA Virtual Trophy, and obviously our third weekend that we have this year, which is another set of Premier League fixtures.
Which we're looking forward to. We can't wait.
And I'm not in Spain for it.
I'm actually here. Hey. And we'll go through a few little things as well, because Dan's got this tournament. We'll talk about that one in a second. But going back to the ref plan, the respect, encouragement and friendship.
You have to check that out. I've seen you.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm going ahead of myself. If we get the kids to draw something up around the respect, encouragement and friendship, and put that into their plan. I don't know, they could do a poster,
team photo,
add the text or something.
Yeah, add a little comment, little slogan. Even if you want to show friendship and encouragement, you could probably join them in with a team talk. Like, obviously, don't tell them the tactics. You've got to be impartial, but just make sure they're included, because don't forget, football will happen without a referee. We have no ref, no game for a reason, and obviously we wear that every week when I'm here in the studio, because it's true. What I found out, a little statistic, there's over 2,000 teams affiliated with the Liverpool County FA. There's only just over 800 referees. So if you put that in perspective, there's 1,000 games and there's only 800 refs, so there's going to be 200 matches without a ref across the weekends each week. Obviously you might get a bye and stuff in cup games. But make sure they feel included, because there's not as many of us as there is teams, and don't forget, teams is more than one player. You've got your coaches, you've got your parents and spectators, you've also got the players. But without those referees in the middle, the game can't go on. So make sure you do respect them. Any weekend you're out, midweek fixtures, even your Premier League fixtures, there's still referees. They all started where I am at the moment, and where most referees are. So make sure you just show that respect, and obviously respect in itself. Encourage them and show that you're going to be friends with them. That's all we can ask for here at Doing Cross the Line.
And I'll echo those words, obviously, because Dan's learnt a lot since then. As you remember, he's 6'3" now, I think, you know, 6'4". He grows an inch every time he comes. Dear me, I'm like this now. I need a ladder to talk to him properly, you know. It doesn't make sense. I thought Chris Kirkland was tall. Dear me.
No, Chris Kirkland's still taller than me.
He is, yeah, but you're getting there, Dan, you're getting there. And we can't wait to get Chris back in the studio, can we? Because we know what he's made of steel, that man, and you know, he's brilliant for the community side of things, and I'll be in touch with Chris over the weekend, and I also want to purchase 5 of Chris's books, and hopefully he'll sign them, and we can raffle them off just to make a penny or two as well, you know what I mean? For one of our raffles, put them in that one, and Chris doesn't know that yet because I haven't ordered them. But yes, signed copies there will be, and I think he's unbelievable in the work he does, as I say, for the communities. But we've got a lot, honestly. As soon as we finish this show, we're writing down who's next on coming on the show, and I'll see so many out there tomorrow. You were with Tony Smith yourself
last night, yeah.
It's nice to meet him, wasn't it?
It was great to meet them, and obviously people higher up in the Liverpool County FA. I'm not going to disclose what I was there for, but it was just a referee meeting with a couple of us about some exciting future steps.
See, and it's got to be exciting.
We also had a EFL referee there who came from the Liverpool County FA, and believe it or not, when he done his referee course, he was wearing Mal shirts, he was wearing these, so which was great to see. I spoke to him about it, he remembered it briefly, but Elliot Ball, he's doing wonderful things. He was the referee in the Vanarama National League playoff finals last season at Wembley in front of 53,000 people in the crowd. So look at me, maybe give myself 10-15 years and I'll be in the same place that he is. Elliot will be someone who I will look up to, and it was wonderful to meet him last night along with fellow referees and people higher up in that Liverpool County FA, like Matthew Pointer, our referee development officer, and obviously Tony Smith, our LCFA CEO. It was great to meet everyone.
Brilliant, and it was because I'm always talking to Tony every Saturday about young Danny.
Well, I spoke to him and said, Mal's been a bit cheeky, hasn't he? He said, yeah, I'm just as bad, don't worry.
See what I'm saying, you know what I mean? But he'll sort something out. There's not a problem. Tony's brilliant, and I'll see Tony tomorrow in the football, because he shows loads of respect.
He does, yeah. He's everywhere, Tony, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's great. He knows the work that we're doing, and he really can't wait to get involved in the Respect Awareness Weekend, or weekends, shall we say.
Weekends.
There's 3 weekends, and they're the 12th, the 18th, 25th of April, and obviously we want those ref plans in for those weekends, so try and get them in. If you want the advice or how you can put things together, send an email to Dan, as you just said there.
Dan.admin@donexline.com. God, it's already brainwashed into me, isn't it?
See, and that'll be up and running tomorrow, won't it?
Up and running.
Or maybe later.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, so either the 28th or the 1st of March. So look out for that.
Look out, because we're just loading it all up and give it to the webmaster, as they say. He just gets it all on.
We'll get it in for us, and we'll...
Yeah, but you can see the way we're expanding with everything, and we've been doing this now, and Dan's going to take a massive role, major part within the Don't Cross the Line. He's
Promotion.
There you go, see? And it's not just that, it's all the tech side of things as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So obviously in our new DXTL tech room, what we're looking to do, bring in, like we say, phase 2 of Kids Voice Box, hopefully, or it depends on the age category. We might change that if we can get copyright for it. Teen Voice Box, because we're not kids anymore. We started there with high pitched squeaky voices on a Zoom call during COVID, and look where we are now.
And my voice is broke as well. Look at that,
Sure?
Tell you, mate, squeaky voice when we started.
I've had that for 20 years since I started the show.
But I haven't grown like these lads, you know the score.
I shrunk.
I do shrink, and to me, it's just raised the tone, having someone like Dan here as he's going to be honestly a future expert in grassroots football with us and pushing us forward, and he'll be doing a few talks out there as well, I assure you.
Keep an eye out for me.
Oh yes, and especially on the media, because hopefully we've got the Daily Mirror doing a little story about us as well, so I'll get a little bit of input off Dan as one of the ambassadors for Don't Cross the Line, young referee.
Yeah. And with my course, actually, I look into the stuff like the Daily Mirror, newspapers and media like that, so I can probably use my A-level media skills to push forward there as well.
Oh, brilliant. See, we're really moving, and we've got the Premier League tomorrow, Premier League games. We've had the Champions League going on over the week, and the draw, as we say, is for today, but what are you hoping for out of Everton this weekend?
So, this weekend, Everton face Newcastle, up in Newcastle, so we're away. Our form away is brilliant this season, I can't lie, so David Moyes is doing a really good job. Obviously, away from the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it the fans?
I'm not sure. There's people say there's a new stadium curse. Spurs had it. Spurs have still got it, apparently.
And if you cast your mind back at the start, before you played there, I come up with those words and I said, do you think Everton will go like West Ham, Tottenham, when they had new stadiums, they couldn't play the game.
Yeah,
Every other team came and played them. So record back on, and you'll hear it.
Our last
It
win.
was on DXTL first, wasn't it?
It was. I think our last win, it was early December. I think it was the 3rd of December or something. It was against Nottingham Forest. And then I remember briefly when I think we got a point against Palace, or we beat Palace. I think that was Jack Grealish's goal, and obviously our opening game. But we had to be there to win our opening game. Otherwise, it was just right. Knock the stadium down. We're going back to Goodison here.
But also Goodison Park. Now, cast your mind back, and you've been there, Dan.
How many
and
times?
when Everton played Paul, there was a lot of booing, wasn't it? And
Still is.
it come up from players who were saying they prefer to play away from Goodison because the fans seem to take off on them.
Yeah.
Has that carried on?
I agree.
To the Hill Dickens?
It had carried on. Pardon me, I was a bit tired this morning, long week at college. No, I think it is because you see some maybe a loose ball being lost in the midfield. It's boo and stuff like that. Bit of a funny one against United it was. We kept booing them players because they kept going down.
But like our game, it was a terrible game.
It was, yeah.
And Dan, you watched it. Tell me, what were Everton doing with those corners? I'd seen nothing like it.
I think Jadon's had a bit of a word with David Moyes. Wanted them in the Royal Rumble. Doing his wrestling, his Royal Rumble in there. But I've seen memes online as well. What happens when we face Arsenal?
They were the worst tactics I'd seen in corners.
If we had, I know we were playing James Garner right back, but if Jacob Bryan, obviously he was on his 1 match suspension, if Jacob Bryan was playing right back, our back line was the tallest in the Premier League, I think history potentially. Yeah. Jared Brantwaite was playing left back, he's 6'4", Michael Keane's 6'3", Tarky's 6'4", and Jacob Bryan 6'6". That's slammed the Giants. Plus you've got a 6'3" striker, Beto, and when he came on, he as well. So we've got Barry Beto, back four. So there's 6 players in the box, all over 6'3". I mean, if you sub me on, there's another.
And my honest opinion, I think if Everton resorted back to the normal way of taking corners, they've always scored, haven't they?
Well,
I reckon 2 or 3 goals could be.
If you say that, going back to the normal way of taking corners, a corner had to be kicked in because of an Everton player. He dribbled in and scored.
Yeah, well, those tactics, I think they created a goal for Man United, right on the break.
We did.
Off the corner.
So the ball came out, we missed the cross coming back in, they broke away. Mateus Cunha take a ball, by the way, that pass over to him was absolutely astonishing. It was an amazing pass. Michael Keane's obviously trying to track back, but we've got no covering defender. I think that's what caught us out there. Shesko obviously put it in the back of the net.
Do you think it was big dunk on the tactics for the corners?
No, I think it was
one of those.
I think it was Lenny Baines.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think you'll see that again somehow off Everton.
No, I think we surely have learned from that.
Yeah.
But we look ahead. We look ahead to Newcastle and hopefully keep our away streak better than our home at the moment.
Well, I can't knock you there because you'd have been playing better away. I must admit, you look like a team.
We've been battling for relegation for 4 or 5 years.
There's Big Dunk coming now, so I shouldn't have used his name. Sorry, Big Dunk.
And I think we could contend for Europe. Don't quote me on it though, because I know my luck, we end up won't, but we've still got 10 games left of the season, so we'll see where that takes us.
Yeah. And Liverpool, home to West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
And the good thing about Liverpool, we were woeful against Forest. Don't get me wrong, yes, we won, but at the end of the day, it was one of the poorest games I've ever seen from Liverpool. It was like they hadn't had a warm-up, it was like they hadn't played before. And I always say, and I think I've mentioned this on the show before, Liverpool and our manager, Arne Slot, always says, Liverpool are playing too many games, the players are playing too many games, they need a break. But when we get that break, and like an 8-day rest, we're woeful on our comebacks.
Yeah.
I believe players are there to play games, and 3 games a week improves your team.
That's exactly what I say when I start my referee a match. We're here for a game of football, so let's play football. And that's all I say really, because you've woke up, you've had breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever your kick-off is, if it's obviously even a kick-off, you still turn up to play football. Premier League players, the amount of training that they get, you look at grassroots, they get 1 hour a week if they can find a pitch playable, because UK weather, we all know. So you have to find an all-weather purpose
And the
pitch.
kids would play 7 days a week if they could, wouldn't they?
Yeah, the kids would want to play 7 days a week, but obviously they can't because there's no access to pitches, there's not enough funding to play. Where you look at these professionals, they've got a private training facility, they've got gyms, they've got personal gyms at houses, they can strengthen condition whenever they want, then they go and play, and they complain they play too much even though they have all that looked out for them.
Yeah. And the good thing about Liverpool, you've got the likes of Isak coming back, he's training now, you've got Frimpong back, and you've got Wirtz back. I'm not too sure on Conor Bradley. He's
Conor Bradley's out, Endo's out.
Yeah, well, I think they could.
We know Endo's out. I see Lee play.
But with the players coming back, it's hopefully. I do like Frimpong. I do love to see a player attacking a defender with speed and getting back with speed, and that to me is brilliant. So
he was in Team of the Year for a reason.
Oh my God!
He was one of the best 11 in the world.
And he was just getting there, wasn't he? And then suddenly an injury takes charge of him. But Liverpool have got to win. And I looked on Sky Sports this morning, and that stated, if you look at Liverpool's last 4 games, they're all in the top 7. Things can change, and at the end of the day, I'd rather play those teams in the top 7, because if Liverpool hit form, those teams wouldn't live, and that includes Chelsea as well. We've got Chelsea at home, Man United away. We owe Man United a game. They come down and done the business against us.
Yeah, you against them.
But Liverpool should be up for it. If it comes to fighting for the place and it comes to the last game, I think Liverpool will be the team on top. And that's my opinion anyway. So it's up to Dan to finish the show, turn the cameras off, turn the Spotify off. He's in charge, he's really taking the reins now. And I've enjoyed the show. I hope Dan's enjoyed it. Hope you've all enjoyed it yourselves, and you take over.
No problem. Just to reiterate what we discussed earlier, any questions, feel free to email mal@don'texterland.com or dan.admin@don'texterland.com. We'll obviously check our emails while we can. Any questions you want answering, whether it's general questions about refereeing in particular, direct them towards me. I'm happy to answer questions from the experiences I've had. Anything to do with the ref plan, please feel free to email in. And obviously any more details we know, we will publish on shows in the future, and obviously what we have going on behind the scenes when we get those going forward.
And just a message about this weekend's football as well.
Yes, of course, this weekend's football. Turn up, play football, respect yourselves, respect each other, most of all, respect the referee. Well, I'll come back next week and we can discuss more. From now, it's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. I'll be back tomorrow.
So on that note, we will see you soon. Mal will see you tomorrow, and I'll see you next week. Good night, God bless.
Cheerio for now.